Are you tired of boxing without structure? Trying to shadow box, wondering what combinations you should be throwing, going to hit the heavy bag, having no idea what to do in the rounds, or even how to hit it correctly, scrolling endlessly on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, trying to figure out how to improve your skills? Well, guess what? That's not the way you should be boxing. Okay, boxing, there is no guesswork. You need a solid structure to help build a good foundation that you can layer on top of. Boxing is about doing the fundamentals great and then building on top. And guess what? Without good fundamentals, as you start to do the more advanced things, if they're not there, you're going to be very shaky. Boxing is more than about offense. Okay, it's about ring IQ, great footwork, defense, balance, positioning, distancing. There's so much that goes into it. And without good structure, you're not going to be able to build on that. So no more scrolling on social media, no more wondering what you should be doing when you're hitting the bag or doing shadow boxing. I've got that all covered for you. I'm here to follow you from where you are right now to get you to where you want to be. You could be a beginner, you might already be competing, or you might even be looking to have your first fight. But I'm here to give you the structure you need and help take you to the next level. Hi, I'm Coach Romie, and I've spent years inside the ring and as a coach. I've seen boxers with huge will, heart, and determination still lose fights. And why is that? Because of the lack of structure. Sloppy head movement, off balance when they're moving their feet, poor punch technique. And that's the thing with boxing. It doesn't matter how much determination you have, if you're not practicing the fundamentals of boxing, then you're not going to be successful. So, I'm really focused on building defense, offense, footwork, balance, positioning, ring IQ, the mental side of boxing, all of the things you need to make you one complete fighter. That's what this community is for. So let me ask you this. If you were to walk into the boxing gym every day knowing exactly what you needed to do, how you needed to warm up, what you needed to do when you were shadow boxing, what rounds you specifically had to do on the heavy bag, how much of a difference would that make? Each day banking rounds on rounds on rounds, knowing exactly what you need to do, I think you already know the answer. Now you may be wondering, I've never boxed before. Is this the right place for me? Absolutely. We go through the sweet science of boxing. Everything you need if you have absolutely zero boxing experience. You also may be wondering, I don't have all the time in the world to be training, but I still want to be a part of the program. That's absolutely fine. You can follow the program with as much time that you have. If that means you need to go a little bit slower, absolutely fine. See, the thing is with good coaching is you don't need to be spending thousands of dollars. Okay, you just need someone to give you real structure and make sure that they're following your progress along, to make sure you're ironing out all the flaws that you may have and making sure that the foundation you're building is extremely secure. The people I'm working with have already seen real results. From having no footwork to be able to glide around the ring, having absolutely no structure with their boxing, to going into every session with intention and purpose. This structure is not built on theory, this is built on real-world results. Now imagine your next sparring session. Your feet are moving, you're nice and balanced, you're letting your hands go, you're slipping and you're sliding, all because you've worked on the good structure that I've given to you. You've got a good engine, you're seeing punches. This is what I want for you. And this is why it's important to make sure you build those foundations and have someone following your progress along to make sure that when you are sparring, when you are competing, you've got everything you need to help get you the win. Now, you've heard me use the word structure multiple times, but it's very important. Imagine trying to build a house with no set plan. It would fall apart. And that's exactly what happens with boxing if you're not following a plan. There was a saying I heard once, and it stuck with me for a long time. If you win the days, you win the week. If you win the weeks, you win the month. And if you win the months, you win the year. And that's how you have to treat your boxing training. Whenever you're training, it has to be structured, it has to be detailed. And you banking in all those hours pays off dividends in the long run. That's what my community is here to give you. You get out what you put in. And that's very, very evident in boxing. If you put in 50%, guess what? You're gonna get 50% out of it. But if you put everything you've got into it, you're gonna learn, you're gonna get better, and that's what you need to be able to beat the other person in the corner. Because remember, they're training just as hard as you, if not harder. And if they have structure and they're putting in 100% determination and you're putting in anything less than that, you already know what the outcome's gonna be. So I'm here to give you all that knowledge and all that structure. I just need you to put in the effort.